What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 15 of our Pokemon Consonancia walkthrough. In the previous video, we arrived at Draco Village where we experienced some crazy tough battles. First off, we battled Gym Leader Zinnia and her Dragon-type Pokemon. Then we explored the Draco Temple where we found the Dragon Master who sent us on a side quest to the top of a mountain. So Iris and ourselves journeyed to the top. At the top of the mountain, a portal appeared with a futuristic champion Iris. So we ended up battling champion Iris, and then we made our way through a cave mine, fixing an elevator along the way, and battling Gym Leader Byron and his Steel-type Pokemon before arriving at a brand new route. Continuing on in today's video, we have just arrived at Biano Farm, and here we have met Hapu, who is apparently the gym leader here on the farm, and we also met Paulo. Iris and Rosa are also tagging along with us, so we're going to try and explore some of the farm today, and at least we know there is a gym leader here, so I'm hoping we can take on Hapu today and earn another gym badge. That will be really exciting. But let's start off exploring some of these little farmhouses. Luckily, the area isn't all that big. Outside this massive farm barn, there is a person selling honey. And inside the farm barn, we've actually found Gym Leader Milo. So we've had a little chat with him. We're going to chat to all the other characters here. It looks like Rosa and Iris are also hanging out. There's a whole bunch of Pokemon in the barn, so that's pretty interesting. But there's not all that much else to explore. There is a huge windmill fan, but you can't enter it. And that's it. The farm isn't all that big. There's an item for us to pick up on the side and also behind the farm. If you go all the way to the end of the fence, you will find a hidden item where the mushrooms are. And I think that's it for Biano Farm. I didn't find the gym leader again or her gym, so I'm guessing that farm is just like a little rest spot. We continue heading east and reach Route 17, so we might have to try and make our way to the next town, and then we can find Hapu and take her on there, because we did explore everything on Biano Farm and there was nothing else left to do. So let's continue along Route 17 and see what all we find. We do pick up a few TMs and items along the way, and there are definitely a couple trainers here to battle, so we are getting in some experience. And now we've just arrived on Vecchio Bridge, which is pretty beautiful. It crosses over a large stretch of the ocean here, and we have caught up with Paulo. He seems to be heading down south, so we're going to try and follow him. There are a lot of characters on the bridge just admiring the view, and we just received TM Fly from one of the people here relaxing on the bench. We head down south through the new route building, and we have arrived in Rifo City, which looks absolutely epic. It kind of gives me Greece vibes, like Santorini. Everything's white and some of the roofs are blue, so it is a unique theme. And we've arrived at the Pokemon Center and healed up our team. We've chatted to everyone in the Pokemon Center, and Rifo City seems to be quite big, so we are going to be here for a while exploring everything. I wasn't expecting such a big city again, but I am excited to explore it, and I'm hoping we can find a gym here and take on Gym Leader Hapu. I'm not sure what type of Pokemon she uses, but when we first met her, it seemed she was battling Paulo with a Mudbray, so she might have like ground or rock type Pokemon. I'm not sure. We'll have to see when we find her gym. But as you can see, there are loads of buildings and a lot of staircases going up and down, so it's kind of like a maze figuring your way around the city. There are a lot of different layers and floors. We just went past a massive town statue which looked absolutely epic. They really did an amazing job designing the city. But we've explored another building and gone up the stairs to the one last building here in the top left, and then we're going to have to head down to find some of the others. So we've explored everything up top. Now it's time to go down. So we're going to have to try go up the stairs and then down another staircase. It looks like we have found two massive buildings here. There are a few people relaxing in a little park area. So this first building here is actually an aquarium. So I'm guessing we're going to have to come and explore this later on. It seems like there might be something interesting going on there. And we can even head east to another section of the town, it seems, or maybe a new route. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of staircases leading to different parts of the city where we can find one or two houses or a character or two. So we are going to try and chat to absolutely everyone so we don't forget anything. And then there was another big building left of the aquarium. I think you have to go down the stairs to reach it. So I'm hoping that's the gym. It also looks like if you head down south, there's a little beachy area. So I'm not sure if we can actually reach the water or not. It doesn't look like it. But now we go downstairs and left of the aquarium and we have found the gym. So that's good news. And we've also found a restaurant. The restaurant looks absolutely jam-packed. The whole outside is full with people eating, and you can buy some interesting items here if you go and chat to the people at the front of the restaurant. There are also a whole bunch of tables where everyone is eating and enjoying themselves. We're going to try and chat to everyone and see if there's anything going on here. We just find a character called Seabold, and he wants to know if we have a signature from gym leader Roxy. And we do. We ended up battling Roxy in the sewers and she gifted us the signature. So if you show him the signature, he will reward you with a life orb, which is an item that I believe boosts your attacks. But after each turn, your Pokemon takes a bit of damage. So a really cool item to give to one of your Pokemon to hold, especially if you have a Pokemon with a high attack or special attack. Life Orb could help boost your Pokemon's attacks if you are trying to create a Pokemon that one-shots your opponent, so that might be a good option for you. But now we have found and entered the gym, and as we enter, we chat to the little introduction guy who gifts us our little lemonade, and we find Gym Leader Hapu right at the entrance, which is pretty strange. We tell Gym Leader Hapu we want to take her on for a battle, but she says she can't battle us yet. 3 of her Pokemon have broken out of their pens and she needs to get them back inside before she takes on anyone for a battle. So we tell her that we'll help her and get the 3 Pokemon back in the pens for her, and if we do that, she has agreed to take us on. So here we have found the first little Mudbray, and in order to get the Pokemon back in their pens, you first have to go to the pen and pick up some hay that the Pokemon love, and then you have to go near them and they will run after you trying to get to the hay, and you will direct them back inside their pens. And once they're inside, you leave the hay in their food trough and you can lock the door. So we've already completed the first Pokemon. We got Mudbray back in his pen, and now we have opened up a new section of the gym. So here we have found a Oinkalonk, or whatever its name is, the little pig Pokemon. So we've gone and collected some hay and we're trying to get him back inside his pen. We got him in pretty easily. You leave the hay for him and lock him inside. And now we can proceed to the final little Pokemon. Along the way, there are also trainers to battle, so you are going to get some extra experience. And we have found the last little pen, and it looks like we have the sheep Pokemon here. So the sheep Pokemon Wooloo is following us, and we've got him back inside. And we've done it. We've completed it. All 3 Pokemon are back in their pen, safe and sound. And now we can finally take on Gym Leader Hapu. So it looks like Gym Leader Hapu has a team of 5 Pokemon, and it looks like she is a ground-type gym leader, but a lot of her Pokemon are dual types. And wow, she's just kicked things off with a Golurk that's mega evolved, but luckily our Rillaboom knocked it out pretty easily. For ground-type Pokemon, you do want to have a lot of Pokemon that are water types or grass types, as their moves are going to be super effective. We knocked out Crocodile, and now Gastrodon has been sent out. And I have a surprise for you guys. I've added 2 new Pokemon to our team, and the first one we're sending out is the legendary Pokemon Yveltal. We have trained it up and boosted its IV and EVs. We're also also going to do a whole bunch of Eevee and Ivy training after this gym battle. We also added Baxcalibur, the Ice Dragon type, to our team, so we have made some major changes. And the final Pokemon that Hapu has sent out is a level 63 Mudsdale. All of our Pokemon are around the level cap, around level 64. So we have made some significant changes to our team. And that's it. We have defeated Hapu and we have earned the honor badge and also received some TMs. Hapu wants to join our team, so we allow her to, and she also gifts us a Mudsdale, so that's an awesome Pokemon to have. And now for some helpful advice to you guys. Before I took on Hapu, I actually went to the Pokemon Center and I tried some more Wonder Trades. I do recommend that you do that. Go get some Pokemon from your PC and give it a try. You can get a lot of legendary Pokemon by doing that. I even got Zacian, I got Zapdos, and a few Ultra Beasts. So I was really surprised that you could get legendaries by trading some normal Pokemon. So that's how we got Waveltal added to our team. We even got Guzzlord and Formosa and a few other Ultra Beasts as options. So you guys might be able to find something completely crazy. But now that we have completed the Gym Leader Challenge here, we can go and catch up with our friends at the restaurant. We've also unlocked a few new things at the Pokemon Center. But that's all it's going to be. Thanks for watching.